The Miami Grand Prix is set to take place at Hard Rock Stadium. It is the third straight year of the event in our area, and it brings in countless drivers from all around the world to Miami this weekend. And
they've all got interesting stories.
Yes.
Before the big race on Sunday, there are support races like the Porsche Carrera Cup North America. And there, one driver is making history. CBS News Miami Samantha Rivera joins us live from Miami Gardens with this story. Samantha, it's not Michael Jordan, not Bubba Wallace, but Jordan Wallace.
Yes, that's right, Jim and Naja. Jordan Wallace's story actually starts out in Maryland, where he grew up wanting to be, believe it or not, a professional lacrosse player or a fighter pilot. Obviously, neither really panned out for him, but he did manage to make one dream into a reality, now as a professional driver in the Porsche Carrera Cup North America. And while he didn't realize it at first, he is making some history this weekend as the first black driver to do it. Check it out.
Great flag is in the air.
Among an elite group of drivers, Jordan Wallace has a story unlike most.
I started delivering pizza and working as a mechanic, things like that. I worked on my own cars and then started running go-kart tracks. That got me in the seat a lot more. That led me into coaching and instructing. And that's how I met my sponsors and some of my partners now. We've got wipers, we've got radio, we've got high beams.
Obstacles are clearly nothing new for Wallace, but making history, well, that is pretty different for him, becoming just the first African-American driver to race in the Porsche Carrera Cup North America.
I honestly didn't know. I've had the goal to get to Carrera Cup for like 10 years, not thinking about my race at all, honestly. And then when we got here, we signed the paperwork, everything was all good. And then next thing we know, we get a message from Porsche and Kelly Moss saying we're going to be the first African-American in the sport. And I was like, in one sense, a little weird, but in another sense, I'm truly honored, and I am now feeling much more motivated to represent.
Even after years of driving these Porsche cars, Jordan Wallace says it still sometimes feels surreal being in this exact spot, sometimes even reaching more than 140 degrees. But if you ask him, it'll always be worth it.
The biggest hurdle in all of racing is obviously finance and access and opportunity. All three of those things coupled together are very hard to come by, especially if you come from a background that isn't from motorsports, isn't from wealth, things like that. So that's been the hardest challenge, and that's where I'm trying to reshape the way this part of the sport looks so that there's more access and opportunity for other people who were in my situation, who have a mom for a teacher and a police officer for a dad and want to make this a reality. We do have a clutch, but it's only for first gear.
As he soaks in his first ever trip to the 305, Wallace couldn't be more grateful to be doing what he loves.
A little warm, but I love it. Got to experience a little bit of nightlife last night, and that was really fun. I'm probably going to try and have a little more fun while I'm here, but focused on the race first. If we put it on the podium, if we put it up top, then we're definitely going to go out and have some fun in Miami. So stay tuned for that and come party with us.
Well, it might be his first time here in Miami, but I think he fits in just perfectly. Jordan really is just the easiest person to root for, right? He comes off as a super humble guy, just looking to have some fun and hopefully win some races while doing it, too. We'll let you know, of course, how he does later this weekend. For now, live here in Miami Gardens, Samantha Rivera, CBS News Miami.
So he is the first, definitely not the last, but love to see him paving the way for other people, Samantha. And he's got the Miami thing going on. He's going to have some fun while he's here, too.
He's got the personality, no doubt. Thank you, Samantha.